The movie kicks off with Jen, who's just getting over a tough breakup. To shake things up, she flies out of France for a getaway with her mom and dad, Kornfeld. Jen's had a string of relationships that didn't work out, and people often say she's too plain and not the adventurous type. Her parents try to push her to spice things up, sharing stories about their own wild youth, but Jen's not interested in changing herself. She just wants someone who'll like her as she is, genuine and simple. Then comes Spencer, an American spy with serious skills, landing in France for his next assignment. His target? A dangerous arms dealer chilling on a fancy yacht. Spencer sneaks around, snapping photos, and checks into the same hotel where Jen and her parents are staying. There's a bit of drama when her dad tries to get them different rooms, but Jen talks him down. In the elevator, while munching on some mints, Jen bumps into Spencer. She's instantly smitten. He's handsome, muscular, and charming. He starts chatting in French, not realizing she has no clue what he's saying. Trying not to embarrass herself, she plays along. When they step outside, she awkwardly admits she's been pretending to understand him. Spencer laughs it off, says he was heading to the beach anyway, and notices she's dressed way too formally for the occasion. Despite Jen's clumsy behavior, Spencer finds her cute and offers to hang out that evening. She's thrilled and rushes back to her room, trying to find the perfect outfit, but everything looks boring. So, she heads out to buy something a bit flashier. Meanwhile, Spencer dives into the ocean to grab a hidden bomb. He sneaks aboard the bad guy's yacht and plants the explosive on a helicopter before getting out of there fast. Later that night, Spencer shows up for the date and gives Jen a flower. They chat and click instantly, bonding over similar interests. Trying to seem cooler, Jen pretends she's into wild stuff and heavy drinking. But her innocent remarks keep slipping out, and Spencer finds that adorable. As they hang out, Spencer spots the helicopter he rigged earlier and quickly suggests they go to a private club. Just as they leave, the chopper explodes behind them. At the club, he lies about being a consultant, and Jen pretends she's used to heavy drinking. When Spencer steps away, a random guy tries to dance with her in a super annoying way. Spencer returns and quietly elbows the guy out of the way. Later, in a private room, Spencer leans in, and Jen thinks something romantic is about to happen, but he just tells her she forgot to take the price tag off her dress. Embarrassed, Jen admits she bought it for the date and planned to return it. She also confesses she's not adventurous at all and doesn't really drink. Spencer kisses her gently and says he likes her just the way she is. Trying to be honest too, Spencer tells her he's actually a spy, but by then Jen is already passed out for drinking. He decides to quit his spy life for her, having truly fallen for her. From that point on, they spend every moment together, and their relationship blooms. One evening, Spencer spots a familiar face, someone from his spy world, who leaves a book behind. Inside is a note telling Spencer to meet at a cemetery. He goes and says he's done with the job. The man warns him that walking away could bring trouble, but Spencer stands firm. Back in the U.S., Spencer asks Jen's dad for permission to marry her. Kornfeld grills him about everything, his job, future plans, but eventually comes around after Spencer shows how serious he is. Fast forward 3 years, Jen and Spencer are happily married. Spencer surprises Jen by remodeling their house, earning her sweet praise. She wants to plan a romantic getaway for his birthday, but he says a cozy evening with her is enough. Though she pretends to be okay, she's secretly a little disappointed. The next day, Spencer heads to work, chatting with friendly neighbors Lily and Max about a block party. He works as an engineer and gives some helpful design ideas to his coworkers, including chatty Henry and flirtatious Olivia. Meanwhile, Jen's boss gives her a last-minute assignment that clashes with Spencer's birthday. She wants to skip it, but even her dad advises her to go since it's great for her career. Jen's friend Kristen suggests otherwise, telling her to prioritize romance over work and not let their relationship turn dull. That same day, Spencer finds a package on his desk. Inside is the same book and a car from his old boss. Worried, he makes a call and learns there's now a contract out on his life. When he refuses the job, the man threatens Jen's life to force him back in. Spencer grabs his guns and tries to stay calm when Kornfeld drops by. Jen had asked her dad to take Spencer out for dinner while she wrapped things up at work. But when Kornfeld sees the strange postcard, Spencer lies, saying it's from an old friend. At home, Spencer is still anxious, especially with Kornfeld giving him a sharp look. Just as he's about to leave, he's surprised by a big birthday party Jen planned. Despite all the happy vibes, Spencer stays on edge. Later, after the party, Jen gets ready for her work trip while Spencer acts distant. She asks if he didn't like the party, but he insists he did. Still, She knows something's off. The next morning, Jen catches Henry sleeping on the couch, hungover. As she's leaving, neighbor Mary stops her to ask for Spencer about a property deal, which seems odd. Jen brushes it off and asks her parents to keep Spencer busy while she's gone. Inside, Spencer preps coffee for Henry, but when he opens the fridge, Henry suddenly attacks. At first, Spencer thinks it's a joke, but things turn violent fast. A brutal fight breaks out in the kitchen. Spencer manages to pin Henry down just as Jen walks in, shocked. Spencer yells at her to grab a gun. She finds it totally confused, but does as he says and shoots Henry in the leg. They tie him up and check his phone, discovering there's a $2 million bounty on Spencer's head. Betrayed, Spencer demands answers, and Henry admits the money was too tempting. Jen is shaken and starts questioning who Spencer really is. Before he can explain, someone opens fire at the house. They grab what they can, hop in the car, and crash through the garage to escape. Spencer finally admits to Jen that he was a spy. As she processes the shock, Henry chases them down in a car. Spencer grabs a hidden gun from the seat and fights back. After a wild, dangerous chase, Spencer manages to crash Henry's car and buys them a moment to breathe. Spencer quickly snaps back into his spy instincts, firing at Henry and causing his car to crash into a pile of dusty crates. He suddenly appears again and delivers a hard blow, slamming Henry's car into a row of iron rods. Once he's sure Henry's dead, Spencer tells Jen to hop in, but Jen just stands there frozen. She's freaked out by the sight of Spencer she just saw and starts wondering if this whole marriage thing was a setup. Spencer gently tries to explain everything. He didn't want this life. He left it all behind in France for her, but now his old boss has stirred things up again. He promises her it'll all be over soon if he can finish this one last thing. After a moment, Jen calms down and agrees to go with him. They head to a hotel where Spencer believes his ex-boss, Holbrook, is staying. Jen struggles to handle the gun Spencer gives her. It's way too big. They improvise a fix, and then Spencer sneaks into Holbrook's room, only to find him already dead. From the looks of it, someone else got to him during the night. Spencer checks out the body and realizes the watch has a missing flash drive slot, which gets him thinking. If Holbrook wasn't behind the bounty, who was? Jen suggests going to her dad for help, but Spencer refuses. He doesn't want to drag her parents into this mess. In the middle of their argument, Spencer says something a little harsh about her dad. Jen storms off and throws up nearby. At the grocery store, while they argue about what to do next, they overhear someone mentioning pregnancy tests. Jen hesitates but grabs one, helped awkwardly by a store boy, which makes Spencer super suspicious. Trying to cheer her up, Spencer buys her favorite snacks and tells her they have to lie low. He also admits he might need to steal a car. Jen isn't thrilled about it, but agrees, realizing they're way past playing by the rules. After stealing a car, Spencer contacts his old agency under his code name. But something's weird. Holbrook apparently didn't even have a current target, which only deepens the mystery. They head to Spencer's office, hoping to find answers in Henry's stuff. All they dig up on his laptop are some weird videos and, surprisingly, 2-year-old photos of Spencer and Jen. Spencer realizes Kornfeld must have taken those pictures and brings it up. Jen doesn't take it well, accusing him of doubting her father. He calms her down and reminds her to take the test. While she's in the bathroom, Spencer hears movement. Gun drawn. He finds Valeria, one of his co-workers, and she's not just there to chat. She suddenly attacks him and lands a brutal kick, confirming the bounty's real. They exchange gunfire, and after some sneaky moves, Spencer tries to choke her from behind, but she breaks free and throws a wire around his neck. Jen rushes in, but finds her guns empty. That distraction gives Spencer enough time to pull down a chandelier, which impales Valeria and ends the fight. Just as things settle, Jen drops the news. She's pregnant. But the happiness fades fast when she tells Spencer she's leaving. With everything going on, she doesn't feel safe raising a child with him. Spencer's crushed and promises to fix everything, but Jen's had enough for now. Soon after, a delivery guy shows up with a package. Spencer's gut tells him something's off. Jen, meanwhile, sees Olivia and rushes back to the office. Turns out Spencer's instincts were spot on. The delivery guy pulls a gun, but Olivia slams her car into him before he can shoot. Spencer's thankful until he realizes Olivia also wants the bounty. Before she can make her move, Jen crashes her car into Olivia's. Spencer then fires at Olivia's car, blowing it up completely. After all that chaos, it's clear that no matter what, Jen and Spencer aren't letting anything tear them apart. They steal a luxury car and head to their house to grab a go bag with money, weapons, and passports. Spencer wants to leave the country ASAP. Jen's still struggling with the reality. She married a spy without knowing it. Spencer reminds her that he told her the truth at the hotel, but she had passed out. Even with all the secrets and close calls, Jen realizes she still loves him, and she doesn't want to lose him. But their escape hits a bump when the car runs out of gas. Now on foot, they're suddenly almost hit by a neighbor's car. Max leans out and opens fire, missing all shots. Spencer and Jen barely escape and crash into another vehicle during the chase, giving them just enough time to run home. Back in the neighborhood, a massive block party is in full swing. They sneak through, avoiding everyone. Inside, Spencer tells Jen to grab the passports and money. He heads upstairs to collect the weapons. Just then, Lily and Max break into the house. Meanwhile, Jen finds Kristen, her closest friend, holding her mom hostage. The betrayal stings, but Jen quickly gathers herself. Lily and Max open fire upstairs, thinking they have the upper hand. Spencer, though, takes them both down quickly. Kristen, driven by jealousy, confesses she hated their perfect relationship. Before she could do anything else, she shot 3 clean shots. It's Kornfeld. Spencer, now furious, pulls a gun on him and reveals that Kornfeld isn't just her dad. He's a government agent. Spencer accuses him of killing Holbrook and setting up the bounty. Kornfeld admits it and explains Holbrook planned to double-cross the agency, using Spencer as a pawn. When Kornfeld saw Holbrook's card at Spencer's place, it all made sense. Spencer insists he cut ties with Holbrook years ago and had no clue about any betrayal. Kornfeld also confesses he was the actual helicopter target in France, but backed off once he saw Spencer there. Jen, heartbroken by the truths pouring out, listens carefully. Spencer swears he had no idea Kornfeld was the target. Finally, Jen asks them both to end the madness, for her and the baby. She begs them to leave their dangerous lives behind and choose peace. They both agree, promising to protect this new family. Just when the dust settles, Mary knocks on the door. Jen's done with surprises. She knocks her out with a clean punch. Flash forward a year, Spencer and Kornfeld are setting up security for their toddler. The whole family's together, happy and safe. Jen and Spencer are about to head off on a vacation for her birthday, leaving the baby with the grandparents. Spencer turns on a security device before they leave, showing he's still watchful. But now, it's all about keeping his family safe.